guys, it is Teenage Marvel Fan back with another video, and in today's video I will be reviewing the latest episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and this episode is titled Inescapable. At least I think that's what it's called. You'll know what the title is from, the title of this video. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it with actually starting to talk about the end, because right at the end there was one scene that took place on Earth, and that was when Mac was explaining to Daisy that the person that was responsible for the destruction of the Chronocom's world was there on Earth, and they had been fighting him for like months, and that they had captured him. So that's all that happened on Earth. I think next episode is probably going to be pretty much Earth-based. But this episode was pretty much space-based. And it was pretty much just revolving around Fitz and Simmons and their relationship and them trying to escape. So basically, they're in a mind prison. So they're like asleep and hooked up to a machine. And then they're like trapped inside their own minds. And they have to figure out how to get out. And so at first they realize that anything they imagine can happen in there. So for some reason Gemma decides to turn into a 7-year-old girl, and then Fitz has to chase her around until he finally gets her to grow back into an adult. And so then once that happens, they start going through memories. And because this is a different version of Fitz than what we've seen, he doesn't know, this is a different version from past seasons, so he doesn't know what the other version of him has been doing, and what we've seen him do in past seasons. This version doesn't know about any of that. So basically he finds out that he already married her, and also that he died, and that Coulson dies. So, that's a lot to find out within 10 minutes. So yeah. And then after they get all that figured out, they start going through more memories, and then they basically find their worst nightmares, the other parts of their personality. Because apparently both of them have a split personality. So with Fitz, the other side of his personality is an evil Hydra agent, and the leader of Hydra and stuff like that. And then with Gemma, it's the other side of her is from horror movies, that the little girl with the black hair and the white dress. That little girl. Yeah, that scary little girl. I don't know, I haven't seen horror movies. But you probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe not. But it's basically her. And apparently Gemma has a split personality, and half of her is that little girl, except not so little. So then they're basically getting chased by their alter egos, or the other sides of their personalities, and they're basically just trying to stay alive until Simmons, I keep calling her Gemma because it's just easier, but I'm gonna start calling her Simmons now. So Simmons gets captured by Fitz's alter ego, and she gets hooked up to a machine that is going to wipe her memories. And then Fitz ends up getting captured by Simmons' alter ego, and wow, it gets crazy, because her alter ego literally stabs Fitz and then rips out his heart. And because this is just in their mind, he's alright. But then they realize that they can imagine anything and it will appear. So then they call in some backup. So then all of a sudden Mac appears and fights Simmons' alter ego until she ends up eating him. And then Simmons summons Daisy, and then Daisy takes out the Hydra dude, but then they both end up dead. But keep in mind these are just in their heads, so those aren't the real versions because the real ones are on Earth still. So then they're able to escape, kind of, well, at least get away from them. They're still trapped in their minds. But then they go into this containment cell, just to get away from them. But then they start, like, creepily walking around the containment cell, like, stalking it, basically. And then the whole thing starts filling with water. And then, like, this whole time they're arguing, but then they just say that they love each other. And then for some reason the water stops and the door just opens. So then they go out and they're prepared to fight their alter egos. Like, they're like, we're probably gonna die doing this, but we have to try. So then they walk out, and instead of seeing their alter egos trying to kill them, they're making out, like, hardcore making out. Like they're making out, and then Simmons' alter ego just, like, jumps on Fitz's alter ego, and they just go down to the floor, and they keep going hard, and it keeps getting harder. So, yeah, I guess they're gonna have a happy future together. Didn't see that coming. But then after that, they are able to escape from their mind prisons because Enoch is on the outside, and he somehow knocked out all of the other chronocoms, and now they're going to escape, like the ship, and get back to Earth. So, that's cool. Good for them. But I gotta wrap up this review because not too much else happened in this episode. Plus, while I'm filming this right now, I'm in my bedroom, and it's like the upstairs of my house, and it's super hot here, and I had to turn my fan off so you would be able to hear me in the video. So I gotta wrap this up now so I can put the fan back on. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.